So I just wanted to make a video and say hello to everybody because, like usual, it's been a minute since I've recorded. I do have some fun things planned, but unfortunately it's not going to be in this video. But I will tell you that my husband is going to do a video with me, and he's going to do a Q&A. So I'm going to ask him questions about how it's been living with me the last our son is 11, so we've lived together 12 years. So 12 years that he's dealt with my chronic illness and issues, and then also the fact that we have a son with critical illness. So I thought it would be cool to do a Q&A with him and kind of get a perspective from a spouse, and like things that, you know, sometimes we want to ask our spouse things that can be difficult, or now that I'm kind of on the up end battle, it seems like it's easier to talk about the things that were really tough a couple years ago. So I just thought it'd be a cool thing to talk about. So we're going to do that. And then we also might put in some comparisons with like my illness and when my son got sick. And so like I have a question like, what do you think was more difficult, dealing with my illness or when our son got ill? Because I mean, we had two separately way different illnesses, but the way we had to do treatment and handle those things was completely different. So I don't know what he's going to say on that one. I know from my perspective and opinion, you know, is going to be completely different because I'm a patient. So I have my opinion as someone that's sick, and then dealing with a sick child. He's completely healthy and had a sick wife and then a sick child. So I just thought that'd be fun to bring in. So we're gonna get that recorded for you guys, hopefully sooner rather than later. And then other than that, I mean, I just wanted to say hi, hop on, let you know that my pain pump is still doing really good. You know, there is one thing I kind of wanted to bring this up because in my last video I was talking about you know, the pain pump and how things are good now, and because I can control my bolus, even when I'm getting intimate, I can control that thing. So I wanted to share this with you guys because I've noticed this lately. And so I just kind of wanted to give a warning to those that may be considering getting a pump, or or that has similar issues to mine and then gets a pump. So, oh man. So when you are intimate with someone, my pump is put in my stomach pocket right here. So I don't know if you can see my little bulge right here. So I have my pump right here. And it's not noticeable through the day. So like if I stand up, I mean, it's not too noticeable. It's not horrible. And that was something I was concerned with before I went and had my pump implanted. Like, not that I'm a conceited kind of person, and conceited may not be the word, but you know, I do care about if I put on a pair of pants or something, if there's a roll or a bulge or something. And so I was concerned that getting my pain pump, that there was going to be this huge lump all the time where my pants were, or if I wore a dress, I didn't want a huge lump. And thankfully that's not an issue for me. The way when they implant it, it lays pretty flat within the stomach. So they give you an option when you, at least most surgeons that do the pump implants give you an option. So mine gave me the option of putting left side, right side, or they could even do it in the back, like in kind of like your lower love handle area. I personally didn't want it in that area. I just thought it might be a little bit more difficult to hide. I like wearing leggings and tighter things around my waist, so I thought that might be a little difficult. My doctor is also in a habit of putting it on the patient's left side of the abdomen, because I was so uberly cautious of my left side. When he went to put it, when he asked, that day of surgery, he went to mark that side of my stomach. And I told him, I was like, is there any way we can go to the other side? I was like, just because, like, I've already had so many surgeries on this side, and I already have so many problems. Like, if you do surgery on this side, I'm not going to know if it's really working, because I'm going to already be cautious of it and finagling with it, and I won't know, like, is the pain new pain because of the pump, or is it my existing pain? So I had them do the incision on this side and put the pump on this side. And even when I go for my refill and stuff, because all of his nurses and the NP and everybody is so used to going to the left side of the abdomen to refill, they always go to that side, and I always have to say, nope, I'm on the other side. So then they'll move all their stuff over. So anyways, so something I've noticed, to get back on track, is that intimacy. So when I'll kind of explain this a little bit more in depth, but I just want to tell you what happens, and how it could have been my fault that this happens, and that it could have been preventable. So keep that in mind. So during intimacy, if I'm laying flat, or certain positions, my pump will flip up. And so it's like, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So like, I'll be like holding my stomach and like trying to keep it flat, because then I'm like, is it like jabbing into him because it's like flipped up, and then it's kind of uncomfortable for me because it's all flipped up and like a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm kind of like always like trying to hold it down a little bit. Obviously it doesn't do that in every intimate position, but it's just certain positions that it like flips up. Sometimes it kind of gets stuck, like if I'm moving a certain way or something, like it kind of feels like like if I go to sit down real fast, it'll like kind of flop a little bit, or if I like stand up, or if I wear my pants, like I'm wearing leggings today, so my leggings are, see how they're kind of cutting into me right here. So I'm wearing leggings pretty high today, and that's just a comfort thing because of my scars all down here. I have really low scars all the way down across my stomach, so when I wear pants, the pants go into my scars, and I don't like it, so I wear my pants kind of higher. Anyways, so sometimes I wonder if it's like my leggings are kind of like making it flip like that. So after you have your surgery, they give you a belly binder, which is the same like a waist trainer, or like if you've had pelvic surgery, or after a C-section, they give you the binders, the little belly binders, and they're just Velcro. They wrap you up and Velcro you in them. So after my surgery, they gave me one, and they were like, you have to wear that thing for 6 weeks, like every day. They were like, you can take it off at bedtime when you go to sleep, but other than that, you need to be wearing it all the time. And I kind of like stopped wearing it at like the 4-week mark, I think. I don't really remember why. I think I was just like over the binder, and I thought that it had been plenty of time. I was like, oh, I'm at my 4 week, and I was feeling, and I had been literally, because I had that spinal headache, so I had not moved at all. Like I had only been bedridden for that whole time. So I think in my head I thought like I'm okay to take it off, because I had wore it so much, and I probably overwore it. Like you're supposed to wear them like 10 on, 2 off, or something like that. So I think I wore mine literally like all the time. I didn't take it off. So sometimes I wonder if my pump kind of flips and moves around, and it doesn't like flip, like all the way flip around. It just like kind of like pocket forwards, and then it'll like pocket back when I move back. So sometimes I wonder if that's because my scar tissue didn't form all the way around it. So, and that's like the doctor said, like when they put that pump in there, they stitch around the pump to kind of hold it in place, but then they expect the scar tissue to come in behind it, and that's why they want you to wear that binder, because they're wanting that scar tissue to finish creating that pocket. So it's going to scar all in. So if you're not wearing your binder, it would obviously become looser, I would think. So I'm not really sure if it's my fault or if it was just my body, or, you know, I'm not really sure. Oh, and I've gained weight since I had my surgery. And that's something else I kind of want to talk about. So I had seen posts about weight loss with pumps, but I haven't really seen many issues regarding weight gain. And that's because a lot of people will lose weight once they get their pumps, because you feel better and you're active and you do things, and then you go and lose weight. So I had right before surgery last summer, went on a pretty strict fasting diet. So I was fasting 8 hours. I forget how it was, but I only had a 4-hour window that I ate, and then other than that, I only drank water, and I didn't eat very much when I ate. Wasn't really healthy, but so that's what I did last summer, and so I lost quite a bit of weight right before I had surgery, which I wish I would have thought it through when I did that, because obviously I had surgery, major spinal headache, so when I was laid up from that, my weight started coming back on. And then, and because after that surgery, they tell you, because that spinal headache hurts so bad, they tell you just drink caffeine, like suck down all the caffeine you can for your head. So I was literally sucking down like 44 ounces of Mountain Dews trying to help my head. And if you've never had a spinal headache, like, you can't even begin to understand. So obviously it's been a year since my surgery, and it's officially been over a year, and I have put on weight. I mean, I've always been this way. I will flex weight. I'll lose 20 pounds, I'll gain 20 pounds, I'll lose 25, I'll gain 25, you know, it just goes back and forth. So I don't know if it's a weight thing because I gained weight, or because I lost a bunch of weight right before I had surgery, so maybe my body was just a little bit, you know what I mean, like, but I have seen people that lose weight because they have surgery and they feel so good and they're a lot more active. I've also seen people reference that sometimes the medication will help them lose weight. So I've not seen one research say that, like, so I have Dilaudid in my pump, so I've not seen one thing say, like, Dilaudid makes you lose weight. And I've not seen one thing that says, like, if you have morphine in your pump, you're going to gain weight. But I think everyone can correlate sometimes with medicine, like, oh, I gain weight with that medicine, or I lose weight with that medicine. But I really think it's more like diet and exercise and how you're eating. Because I won't lie, I've been eating like crap. I have been on a sugar addiction, and I eat every amount of sugar I can find, and I don't stop. Now, I drink water. I don't generally drink soda. I drink water all the time. But for whatever reason, I just eat so much sweets, and I can't help it. So I know that doesn't help my weight. Anyways. So that's another thing that I think may be contributing to some issues there. But as far as pain relief, if I was to regret my pain pump, would I do it again? Absolutely, in a heartbeat. I would do it again, no regrets. And if you've watched my previous videos, you know that I literally took forever to make this decision. Like, I researched every aspect of it. I made sure 100% this is what I wanted to do. And guys, I'm cheer coaching right now. Like, I'm cheer coaching kindergartner, 1st and 2nd grade. That is something I never could have done before this. Like, I would go to work, I would come home, I would lay down. Like, and I asked my kids, so I have my oldest son is 11 and my younger son's 7. And I'm kind of thankful in the same sense that they don't remember this about me, because I wanted them to be on my YouTube channel, but when I asked them, I said, I was like, do you guys remember, like, last year before Mom had surgery, like, how sick I was? And I was like, do you think if Mommy asked you some questions, if you could answer them? And they both kind of looked at me like I was crazy, and I was like, you don't want to be on my YouTube channel, that's fine, like, you don't have to be. And my older son was like, Mom, we don't know what you're talking about, like, we don't remember you being sick. And I was just like, what? So then, like, we talked about it, and I was like, you don't remember, like, when Mom would come home from work, like, I would go lay down, or Mommy would, like, you guys would go outside and play, and it would be Dad, or da-da-da, and my older son was like, no. He was like, I just remember that you're always there. So that made me feel a lot better, because I kept thinking, like, that I had ruined their childhood as their mom because I felt sick all the time. And then I thought, well, maybe they didn't see it that way. And, like, don't get me wrong, like, any opportunity I had to, like, get them to snuggle with me and, like, just lay in bed with Mom and let's watch a movie. But then I thought, like, am I making them miss out, you know, because I'm not taking them to the park, and I'm not taking them to the zoo or to the children's museum or doing things with them that I'm supposed to be doing as a mom. Like, I felt really bad about that stuff because I thought that's what I was supposed to be doing as a mom. And now I ask them and they're like, we don't even remember. So that works for me. But anyways, so now I do all kinds of crazy stuff that I never did before. That's even crazier. Like, I have boys and I'm cheer coaching, but it's the story behind that is my husband football coaches. So I signed up so that I could be there while my younger son is playing football and he's coaching football, and then I can coach cheer, and it's the same game, same time, all that stuff. Anyways, and I'm helping the girls, and it's fun. I really enjoy it, and it's really fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As my husband records those videos with me, we'll get those posted. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay healthy.